decision making, your comfort level, some of your runs, or are you feeling more and more comfortable every game?
Yes, definitely. But there are some throws that I wish I could have back. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, just today in general, you know, I think we had a really good week of practice and we prepared well, and that just kind of made everyone very comfortable, and you know, it kind of showed them.
A couple specific things you talked about in the wake of last week when you talked about running the ball and how coaches like to see avoid some contact if possible, and also, you know, at least one of the interceptions, it sounded like you felt like you could have checked down to a different receiver. Today, I mean, do you feel like you showed tangible improvement in both those areas? I mean, you didn't take any big shots. You got yourself out of bounds when you could. You had those couple of those touchdown plays where it seemed like you really checked down. Do you feel like you targeted a couple areas for improvement and were able to address them?
Yeah, and I think that was probably one of the biggest things that I was trying to work on during the week was just making sure that I took better care of the ball. You know, there's the interception today. I could have put the ball in a better place.
The one today.
Yeah, but that those things happen, and I just think every week we just try to get better, and we just try to find things to get better, and that just will make us better.
Where on the Colt's first touchdown and then the one to Josh, where were those guys in your progression? I mean, how far did you check down on each of those plays?
I think they're like third or fourth in the progression.
Okay. One other thing for me, and then I'll stop bug-guarding. Late hit where you got hit out of bounds, looked like you were running back to the huddle and then turned back to jaw a little bit. Showed you're a cool, collected guy, but what's going on in that situation?
They had a couple guys that were kind of standing over me, and I'm never a kind of guy that if you disrespect me or you disrespect my teammates, I'm not gonna just let that kind of go. It also there's situations where you can keep your head, and there's situations where you need to say something. And I felt that at that point in time, they're getting a little chippy, and I felt I needed to say a little something, but that's usually not in my character, it just kind of happened.
Both against Arizona and Washington State, you guys had kind of a little bit sluggish starts, and today it was a much more complete performance. You think it was your most complete performance of the year as a team?
Yes, and I like I said, I think it was just the preparation, the week of practice we had. I think as a group, as an offensive unit, we did a really good job during the week of just pushing the tempo and just making sure that we all communicated well, and that really paid off for us.
Marcus back here, and you might have already answered this, but the defense again came up with points on the board for you guys. I mean, you guys obviously had it clicking, and that they say that helps them. How much does that help you when they turn around and put a touchdown on the board for you?
It's always nice to watch them go and score. It's another thing, like as a confidence booster. You're going out there 7 points, up, and I think today was a really good example of just a really good team effort, and I think both sides of the ball did a really good job in special teams.
Are you getting more comfortable out there tonight? It looked like you sort of were surveying the field. You jumped over a guy, you rolled out, you kind of set your feet, you found Colt in the end zone. Are you feeling better out there?
Yeah, and like I was telling some of these reporters earlier, I was, there's some things that I wanted back. There's some passes where I was a little inaccurate, but those are things that we can work on in practice, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Marcus, Cole Lairla, a guy you found for 2 touchdowns tonight, shown a lot of improvement over the first half of this season, been very versatile. What does he bring to this team, and just talk about his improvement a little bit?
Cole's been kind of put all over the place, and I think that just kind of gives credibility to the kind of football player he is, the kind of like you said, versatile. And to go out there and have that kind of guy where you can put him you can line him up wherever you want to, and he'll make plays. And I think he did a really good job today of just snagging some balls, and he did a good job in the run game as well.